Hello, this is an explanation video for Thursday, April 29th. Come down here to day 4, Thursday. So to begin, there will be a different Zoom code for today. Here is the new Zoom code right here. Okay, this is Genevieve's Zoom code. Okay, and for the morning class, we will start at 10 a.m. today. Okay, not the normal time, 10 a.m. For the evening class, we will start at the normal time. We will start at 7 o'clock for the evening class. Okay, so evening will be normal, morning class will be 10 o'clock. Okay, so we will meet to talk about one world topics. We will start looking at the articles. We'll look at the first article and look for different types of evidence in that article. So facts, statistics, and quotes. If you finish the first article today, you can start on the second one, but probably we will be only finishing the first article today, okay? And you can see all the materials in our Schoology page. So let's go back to the sync folder. Here is the article, excuse me, here is the worksheet we're going to use. If you were in class the other day, you remember this document, right? We look at the source, title, author, date published, main idea, and look for several pieces of evidence. You will not edit this document. You will make your own document on a piece of paper like this. This is how it will look on your piece of paper. You will write name, author, source, main idea, and then evidence, and then here is where you will document the different pieces of evidence you find in the article that you read. Okay, so we'll talk about this more in class in the Zoom session. So please make sure to come for the explanation. Also for today, the async work, we have a compare and contrast discussion. So you're going to compare and contrast signal words. You're going to use comparison and contrast signal words to write sentences. Okay, and you can write your completed sentences in the comments. So here are some examples of comparison and contrast signal words. Likewise, similarly, in a similar fashion, in the same way, these are all comparison. Some contrast words, however, in contrast, on the other hand, on the contrary, okay? So I gave you some examples. So here, the weather is very nice today. Blank, it was terrible yesterday. So here is where you're going to put a signal word. Are you going to use comparison or contrast? You have to decide based on these sentences. Are these comparing the same information or contrasting different information? Same thing here. We have two sentences and they're missing a signal word. You have to decide, should we use comparison or contrast? If you decide it's a comparison word, pick one of these. Okay, these are comparison words. If you decide this is missing a contrast word, then use one of these. These are contrast words. Okay, so you use one of these words to fill in these blanks here. Okay, here, these are just a little more difficult. Most of the students have their textbooks, blank their laptops. So you have to do two things here. You have to decide if this is going to be a comparison or contrast sentence, and then use a comparison or contrast signal word, and then here fill this in to also make it a signal or contrast word. So for example, most of the students have their textbooks. However, they haven't received their laptops. right? So I used however as a contrast word and then said they haven't received their laptops, which is also showing a contrast in meaning, right? It's making these sentences have different meaning. Okay, same thing for here. I give you the first sentence. You have to complete the second sentence and then choose whether it's going to be a comparison or contrast signal word. Okay, then also for async, we have a textbook activity, page 58. You will do part 1A, B, and then do part 2, A and B. And you can write your answers here or take a picture and upload it from your phone. Okay, that is the last async activity for today, Thursday, April 29th. Thank you so much for listening, and best of